I am not going to convince you of anything. I am going to tell you what happened to me. Every detail, every shift, every door that opened after I made one decision and held it. You can do with that what you want. I want to start with who I was before. Not broken, not lost, just leaking. Constantly leaking energy without realizing it. Going through the motions, waking up flat, moving through the day on low voltage. I thought that was normal. Most men do, because most men around them are doing the same thing. The flat becomes the baseline. The fog becomes the default. And after a while, you stop noticing that you're operating at half capacity. I started for a simple reason. Not because someone told me to, not because of a video or a book, because I noticed something. The days after I drained myself, I felt less sharp, less present, less like the version of myself I wanted to be. And the days I did not, something was different. I could not explain it then. I just noticed it, and I decided to pay attention. The first week was not what I expected. I expected clarity immediately. I expected to feel powerful by day 3. That is not what happened. What happened was restlessness, a low hum of energy that did not know where to go, an agitation, a pull toward the old pattern that was stronger than I anticipated. Most men stop here. They mistake the discomfort for a sign. They think the restlessness means something is wrong. It does not mean something is wrong. It means something is changing. There is a difference. By the end of week 2, the restlessness started to settle. And underneath it, something I had not felt in a long time. Stillness. Not emptiness. Not numbness. Stillness. The kind that comes from a man who is not constantly chasing something, who is not constantly releasing and resetting, who is, for the first time in a while, actually accumulating something. Stay until the end, because what I am about to describe is the part most men do not talk about, and it is the part that changed everything. Around day 20, I started noticing people differently. Not in a dramatic way, in a quiet way. Conversations started going deeper. People started being more direct with me. Men I respected started treating me like someone worth talking to seriously. I did not change what I said. I changed what I was carrying when I said it. There is a presence that comes from a man who is not leaking. It is not arrogance. It is not performance. It is simply fullness. And people respond to fullness in a way they do not respond to emptiness. Then something else happened. The people who had been draining me started to disappear. Not through conflict. Not through any decision I made consciously. They just fell away, like they could sense that the dynamic had shifted, that there was nothing left to take from me, and I let them go. Without explanation, without drama. The people who arrived after that were different. Men who were building, men who had direction, men who asked real questions and gave real answers, women who were drawn to the stillness rather than the need. I want to talk about the opportunities, because this is the part that still surprises me. Doors that had been closed started opening. Not because I knocked harder, because I stopped knocking desperately. There is a difference between a man who approaches an opportunity from need and a man who approaches it from strength. The first repels, the second attracts. Money started moving differently. Not dramatically, not overnight, but consistently, in a direction it had not been moving before. Conversations that led to chances. Chances that led to results. Results that led to more conversations. a momentum that had not been there before. I want to be honest about something. This is not a magic trick. The retention did not do the work for me. It cleared the channel. It removed the fog. It gave me access to a version of myself that had always been there, but had been constantly drained before he could build anything. The work was still mine to do. The decisions were still mine to make. The discipline was still mine to hold. But the clarity was different. Subscribe. New video every week for the man who is serious about becoming more. Here is what I want you to understand about why men do this. It is not about abstinence. It is not about religion. It is not about denying yourself pleasure. It is about redirecting force. The energy that leaves through that drain, it does not disappear. It gets redirected into focus, into drive, into presence, into the work that builds the life you keep saying you want to build. The ancient Greeks understood this. The Romans understood this. Every tradition that produced great men understood this, not as a moral law, as a practical tool. The man who masters his energy masters his output. The man who drains his energy daily wonders why he cannot build anything that lasts. I am at a point now where I do not count days. The counting was useful at the beginning. It gave me something to hold, a streak to protect. But at some point, the streak becomes the man. You stop counting because you stop needing to count. The discipline is no longer something you do. It is something you are, and the life that is built around it, the people, the opportunities, the clarity, that is no longer something I am trying to achieve. It is something I am living. I am not telling you this to impress you. I am telling you this because I spent years operating below what I was capable of. Not because I lacked talent, not because I lacked ambition, because I was leaking the very thing that would have powered both. Every single day. If you're reading this and something in you recognizes what I am describing, that recognition is not an accident. The man you're capable of becoming is already pulling you toward what he needs. The question is not whether you can do this. You can. The question is whether you will stop long enough to let the accumulation begin. Start today, not tomorrow, not after the weekend, not when things settle down. Today, tell no one, make no announcement. Just begin and pay attention to what changes. Because it will change. Not all at once. Not dramatically. Quietly. The way everything real changes. Stay cold. Keep building.